Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last time we started the Crystal Tower stuff. We did we did Labyrinth of the Agents because the way the storyline is the Crystal Tower, the Pacific Waves themselves, Labyrinth of the Agents, Cypress Tower, and then when we left Cypress Tower, all hell broke loose. My computer fucked up in a more permanent way. Let's face it, I'm going to be paying off for a couple of things computer-wise for a little bit, to put it mildly. And of course, naturally, I ended up being quite unwell for a bit, which didn't help matters. So now I'm going to go through my armory chest to just double check I haven't suddenly gotten anything else. Doesn't look like it weapon-wise. Definitely double check that. Ah, yeah, we did get a cleric. No, not the thing. The World Crown, I think it's the correct item. Possibly? I don't know. Guys, were healing, possibly? Let's actually try this on. How does it look? Oh! That's what I get? Yeah, not too bad, actually. It's more of a... I would argue, maybe that's on cape itself, but hey, you know what? Not the worst. It obviously is worse stat line wise, but hey, I don't know. It's there to be a nice piece of glamour, I guess. Maybe I'll off stream try farming some of the other healing bits, and then that might fit with the torso bit we have, because obviously naturally you won't see it, but or just as a leg where in general maybe we find some more form-fitting stuff, not just a robe, and it works out quite well, you know. No, it doesn't look like we've got anything on the boots, nothing there, nothing there, nothing offhand, nothing there, it's all crystals. Okay, and inventory, nope, and, ooh, Phalangian card, I'll take that, and we have that, that's what I do, so, shadow, frustration roll, and haha, I did get the Wind Up Onion Knight, oh god. Okay, so anytime I've ever done anything of this sort of thing, I've gotten the fucking Onion Knife. Anyway, Shadow Orchestration. So yeah, so that's a bunch of stuff. Let us make our way to Rambros, back at Find. Meanwhile, someone here is just doing their astrologing skills. Huh. Anyways. Didn't realise there'd be people that would just be randomly hanging around this area. And again, it's rather an obtuse area to get to, and you aren't able to really do much with this area unless you're doing the Crystal Tower stuff. So, outside the people actively doing the quest line like me, you're not going to really be around the area, are you? Which is great news for us, actually. It usually means it's rather quiet. Oh, so I haven't got my headphones on yet, but we have yet to get to a cutscene, so I'm not too concerned on that one. And yes, the thumbnail may be my attempts to make a version of some of the stuff I was looking up to try and get stuff done in terms of thumbnail because of all the various shenanigans that occurred. So, Rambos! Oh, and Graha. Apologies for any coughing, and throat's still cocking up a little bit. All this happened within the tower. Gods preserve. I've poured water in a Curiosity Cola bowl because I don't know where any of the plastic bowls have gone and all that. Probably got recycled at some point without my knowledge. So I've actually written on this, use for water, don't throw. And I misspelled throw, I think. Oops. The whiff that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this, I am certain. That makes more sense. There exists myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that San sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. Hooray! I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. That's true, actually, yeah. However dreadful it may seem, we can't abandon our friends. We've known them for all of 2 minutes. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though Voids can enter our world, instances of men entering the void has never been documented. Pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Oh, damn it! And I feel so helpless. Oh, poor Sid. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Yune. Alright, Graha, what's the brilliant idea then? We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. You know, the last game I played where someone did that, Graha, they proceeded to shoot the highest form of authority there was in the region. And then the developers spend the entire next entry of the next game of the said series hand-waving everything possible when it came to said reason as to why that shooting even occurred. Into just, oh, you're not evil. You're absolved of your crimes. You were being forced to do it by an evil god. There are times when I really hate Falcon. Anyway. So long as Sand's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Yeah, fair enough. Graha, ever since meeting Yune and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true. It's all well with your eye. I honestly cannot say. I only know that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye lies with Alan. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. Good luck with that. Maybe find Cloud Darkness will deal with it. Who knows? I am with Graha. Good on you, Sid. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. Oh yeah, Nero got kidnapped. You know what? That we'll never see him again would be a fun thing to say. But sadly, I don't think that's the case. You have the right of it, though. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Yune are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Good on you, Ambrose. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. Cough, cough. At that point in time, that meant that you had to wait until a later patch for Brighter Darkness. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, we must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Chris. Mark my words. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe. But anyway, that is the Cypress Tower quest. Took us a while to actually be able to complete it in real time, but hey, you know, that's what happens. So anyway, while we're here, might as well talk about this. Wind Up Onion Knight. The main character of Final Fantasy III. In Friday, you get 4 of these fuckers, and you can change their class all over the place to be dependent on what you need them for. So, like, if you needed a mage, you'd probably make them black or white and later red. If you needed a fight where you needed to use 4 Dragoons, you could, without having to hinder themselves too much. But anyway, World of Darkness is just immediately available for us because we're playing in the year 2025. I wonder what the future's like. Hey people watching in 2035. Have I died yet? If so, it must have been fun. It must have been a fun death. I hope, at least. No, just like the day before we get to that 10-year mark, I just like spontaneously combust or something. Oh, you know. Always heat death of the universe. Could always be fun. Chris. It's good that you've come. I have news that you must be made aware of. No, fair enough. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Yune, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Do we need to save Nero? I mean, last time he actively was in a dark place, we ended up almost getting hit with a hammer. Think back upon our last foray into Cypress Tower view. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Sand. But you, Chris, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yeah, that's what I did. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as a cloud of darkness. Even as Doga and Yune laboured to annul this contract, the entity reached through with and tried to pair them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Yune, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor San's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Yune and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of the lad. It is most schooling design, granted this was not always so fetuous according to the Argent tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of the lag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't had such technology, Amon and his underlings could have never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait a fast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm friends to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Sans covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the law would suffice, but then what of the energy building the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alec. Oh no, that's really bad actually. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this fact. That is bad. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. Woo! It is true we cannot stop the frigate from manifesting within the tower, but this can also be to our benefit. Explain. We can use Cyprus' power for our own purposes. Create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. It's a good thing I'm a white mage, I can give the light to everyone. I just noticed I've got like a little symbol thing on like the top part of the outfit. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's guild well fast in otherworldly matters, and with Master Golem working to create said portal, final preparations are well underway. Ah, here comes the man himself. Hey, Sid. We saw you like 5 seconds ago, but yeah. Chris! Just the man we need. Yeah. Just every time Sid just comes in, it's just like, ah, Sid, yeah, my man, just, Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete. And all parties privy to our strategy, and you, Master Garlon, how fare your endeavours? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damnable thing to Cyprus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. Good. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift, and I'm here to request your presence on the tower. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides, and do hurry, Chris. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Well, I mean, my day job involves saving the world, and this is not really my day job, this is more of a side thing, and there's other side things that involve saving the world, in referencing to finding coil, which we need to unlock. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Guess we could. Not really much else needed to be done right now. Which should mean that we'll be hopping into World Darkness relatively quickly, actually. Time is of the essence, my friend. We must go to the 8 Sentinels. Yeah, well. You're always here, Graha. Where's my... I don't have... Slap. Alright, now that I'm done being mean. Oh, that's... To the Crystal Gate, that is the 8 Sentinels. All those random other people are still there just doing whatever. Because I can think of better ways to waste time. Yeah, oh, anyway. Wedge! Chris! I bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? Long game series. We're almost ready. Cyprus Tower is full of engineers going around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you best wait at the top. Chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Alright, and cutscene. Lovely stuff. At the top of Cyprus Tower... Check, have I actually set the thing right? Oh... My thing says that it's higher than the recommendation. You reckon I'm going to use the stream bit weight of 500? Have I been doing that wrong the entire time? Can I alter the bit weight at this point? Because that... I doubt I can. How? I don't know if that just stops the stream or anything, but Says I got a few. I just am doubting it. Oh well. My friends, you arrived! I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. There's something I missed, Graha. Ah, Emperor Sand's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alex's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Arjun's civilization had lived on, and the just Emperor still sat on that throne. How different our history would be. How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Sand and his ambition. There were those who tried. Sand's war of dominion left no one unscathed, and able to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against the lag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alex's heart for the kill, Sand lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Sand decided that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power, held within Dalaman, be emptied into Cyprus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Cyprus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth unborn calamity. I learned of its cause from Yune and Durga. No idea that rebellion incited Sand to rashness, though. Knowledge of Arjun history is astounding, Graha. Why? A man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I don't seem to remember where I learned such things. Ah! Yes, Briggs. Are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Argus. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Alright everyone, our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the phone. So all of the various helpers can take a step back. Good. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. I'm assuming something's going to be happening. Oh, there we go. Indeed, utilizing the technology at hand. We've done it! We've opened a dark portal! I am about level 59, so you know what? Hellfire Palencia, here we come! I miss Bone Crusade. Ah, a whiff to the world of darkness, as Yune called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. Can't break out the me just yet. Tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. Once they open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. Good. As for the sons of Saint Koyak, this rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Ooh. That might not be a good thing. Which leaves Chris, my friend. 'Tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but thou art now more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. That is my job description now, isn't it? I do not know what awaits you. Save the cloud of darkness and our free comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your soldiers. we are kind of onion in the fact that we have access to every class that the developers come up with for availability. Pardon me. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you've passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Yeah, makes sense to do that. So anyway, Graha, how do you feel about Super Hell? Right now, remember your time, Chris. There is a matter of importance we must need to discuss ere you leave. Fair enough. We must discuss something. Walks away. Okay, I guess we don't need to discuss. Oh, by the way, I've seen the finale of Doctor Who. I'm not as negative as a lot of people on the internet seem to be. I'm looking online continuously and it's always like, oh, Russell T Davies has shit the bed and everything is completely horribly wrong every second of it, despite me enjoying it at the moment of it occurring. It is actually worse once the ending happened and wow. And it's like, okay, let's calm down a little bit. Explain why you feel upset. Oh, it's bad. Oh, okay, fair enough. You're entitled to that opinion of just declaring it bad. I personally would like more concrete opinions. Like, in my opinion, the 13th Doctor cameo that does occur doesn't do anything for me because I've never watched it. Watched that time period of Doctor Who. So, you know, it's nice for. I don't mind cameos of previous Doctors though, because then again, never really saw much of Classic Who when the Children Need special with the 5th Doctor happened. So it's like, oh, okay, a previous Doctor, just doing a small crossover thing. Fair enough. Not gonna complain at that. Never will. The bit at the very end, I'm not gonna spoil it right at the moment, but I do agree it does seem rather stupid. But if their hands were forced, I'm not saying that they were, the hands are forced, then I understand them doing whatever it is they could to, you know, give an ending so that, yeah, they can carry on with things the way they desire to do so. If their hands weren't forced, I want to question some of the writers on the writing team a little bit. Not 100% certain, but, you know. And obviously any callbacks to the episodes I haven't seen of the past 2 seasons of Nuki Garter, I'm looking up his name, Gartwa being the Doctor. End of the day, I just need to watch those episodes to understand the callbacks or how it all makes sense. So that's why I'm not like immediately being super harsh. I've only watched like a few episodes at most, like actually properly watched and not just happen to be in the near vicinity of someone who was watching, you know? So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Doctor Who thing. At the end of the day, if it carries on with Disney, it carries on with Disney. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it ends up being the decision making of Russell T Davies ended up being the worst thing possible and it's all gonna just go downhill and die in a burning abyss, then what can you do? It's a TV show. I'm not gonna bemoan an end of a TV show. The Simpsons has been going on for over 30 seasons. Many consider that it should have ended many a season ago. So who knows, maybe a break of having certain TV shows is needed. Maybe Doctor Who just needs those times of, let's just put a pin, then we can wait a couple of years before then we start doing some new stuff and we have a new way of doing it. Like how there was a big break from the end of the Classic Who stuff to the 2005 the 5. Yes, there was that film, but other than that there wasn't much. So, you know. Anyway, let's talk to Graha in front of the Crystal Tower. Chris, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you're no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allergen royalty. Yeah, that's true. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. Sanguine who must have some bearing upon my destiny, this much Doga himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought a great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient. but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember in these words are related, mayhap not. Mayhaps indeed, but I know that I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with my own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. New party member! Doesn't happen because way down so Final Fantasy XIV doesn't have additional party members other than yourself and various random adventurers, canonically. Obviously, when in the story they actually start doing the G support stuff with the actual scions, because they do start doing that eventually. Obviously, there are bits that are properly written around the idea of, yeah, you might have recruited 3 other twats to help you out, or you've got the scions. But I don't think we'll get anywhere near that for a long while. I have a feeling I'm not seeing that until... When do they start doing that? Shadowbringers? If so, then we're not seeing things until Shadowbringers, so that's several expansions away. Have my thanks, my friend. Now let's venture into the world of darkness to save our comets and our realm. I'm saying no, Graha. That seems like a dangerous thing. No. Alright, fair enough. If Graha wants to enter, Graha can enter, and then we can have like a starting cutscene where he gets immediately sniped in the head. That would be funny. Just a character just randomly getting sniped in the head. Just randomly supposed to nothing. Maybe, then again, the only weapon that is even possibly able to be is Halo Reach. Why the fuck am I referencing Halo Reach? I was a poor Nintendo's child where I was forced to play Raving Rabbids as a child one too many times. No, actually, no, I'm not even joking, that one. I have played enough of Rabbids Travel through time where I am like, please, anyone that posts any Mario Party ripoffs, no, when you claim it to be the worst thing ever, you have saved yourselves from much worse. Well, Rabbids Go Home was alright, I guess. That's in my list of games Chris likes quite well, even though it's not good. Actually, no, it's actually a decent platformer. I'll admit, it's a decent platformer. But then again, my words probably don't mean much when it comes down to it because I could easily just have the nickname Chris, like Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood, and we can move on with our lives. Anyway, World of Darkness, our 3rd and final dungeon, and it is our average item level of 90. We're on 99. Although I am noticing our gear might be getting a bit damaged. That's fine. We'll handle it. We'll handle it. So yep. Anyway, join. Average wait time 10 minutes. I should start talking about Doctor Who now then. Damn it. But yeah. Okay. So we'll just be waiting for a bit. It happens. I was prepared for that. So yeah. While we've been gone, a Doctor Who finale occurred. That was alright. In my opinion, it was alright. I'm not like, oh yes, Russell T Davies has done it so well, 10 out of 10. I'm not jerking him off, alright? That's what's sad. But you know. Also in wrestling, as I don't know, it's been a friend card again. And oh, hey, we're in. And I quite enjoyed it. I get the ad. I get the ad issue. I get people complaining about the ads. That's American television. That's just 100% American television. I don't like it myself. I think that's bad. It does also mean that maybe 1 or 2 of the matches could have been a little longer if it wasn't for ads. 100%, that's probably the logic that we can use on it at the end of the day. I personally wish that people would maybe look at it with Money in the Bank. They're doing Logan Paul and John Cena versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes in a tag match, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Who the fuck did? Oh, for fuck's sake, it was a DPS. God damn it. But the point being on it is, it's fine for it to be a tag match, in my opinion. having it for like Money in the Bank's fine. Personally, they could, with SummerSlam being 2 nights, they could have had this storyline be extended to there for a tag match, have it at SummerSlam night 1 and the World Title matches night 2. Bing bash push. Done and dusted. Because maybe that's what they're doing. Cody and Cena fight again at SummerSlam. I mean, it's an option. It's an option. Julia's on the main roster now, and I gotta say, love her. She's great. And all that, and apparently Stephanie Fakir's getting called up to Raw, which, sad Booker T noises. Also, Trick Williams is TNA champion. I'm fine with it. Personally, I love Trick. I think he's great. And you know what? People winning, see, here's the thing. People winning a title of a different company isn't the worst thing ever if you actually push the company that you're representing forward. That's why Kenny Omega failed. Because he won the title, he screwed over the push that was happening to Moose in the process, and all in all, didn't help TNA in the slightest. He dropped it to Christian on an AEW show in the middle of a random ass storyline involving the AEW World title. So it's like, oh, Christian beat Omega once for the fucking Impact title. Oh my god, that means he's got a chance of winning the AEW. No, that was no chance. In AEW, the world title seems to have been pre-planned. Like, okay, this is where we're going to end. We're just not going to actually bother booking to the point of the actual endpoint. We'll just myriad around until we get to the day, and it's like, oh, you're winning. It's like, oh, cool. It's dumb. It's dumb booking. It's terrible dumb booking. Whichever DPS fucking withdrew. Fuck you. We could have actually been in World of Darkness right now. We could have been playing the fucking video game. Random comment on the SSX Tricky video, and it's like, they were lamenting that they were late to the party, and I'm like, you know what, if you're watching this during the stream, then that's fine. That's good, cool. Hope you're enjoying, if you are right now. And if you're watching this after the stream, that's fine too. If people are watching and people are enjoying any of the content on the channel, then that's great. I'm happy with that. I'm not watching the view counts of my videos like a hawk at all. So once or twice I might end up randomly glancing going, oh, that one's gotten quite a nice number of views since I streamed it. That's not too bad. I've noticed that a few times while I was a few times over the past couple of months. Even when I was sick, it's like, oh, okay, this stream from like a couple of weeks ago did better than I thought it would after the fact. Oh, okay. That's my opinion. And I accept that I'm that small where, yeah, okay, I don't get many views. But that's fine. It just means that it's a hobby. And that's fun, and that's fine, because I have fun with it being a hobby. Some people really get really anal over, I gotta make content that's clickbaity and reactionary enough to garner views ASAP. And I'm not like that, clearly. Although I definitely do think that there's, I hate that I bring it upon myself, but I actively keep getting Friendship is Magic, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic songs in my head. I was mentioning this earlier today, and at the end of the day, part of me is repulsed by it, but then again, there were several bangers. Like, Daniel Ingram did a good bloody job. And applaud to him. And there are times, and I don't watch the show, and I think a lot of my I don't want anything to do with MLP, like all the plushies I've got, they're in boxes. They're in boxes. Because I want nothing to do with it. I'm willing to have anything to do with Pokemon, because I feel like I can talk about Pokemon without immediately thinking, man, I wonder if anyone's recently come out to have been a horrible person to children, you know? And while that probably does happen, I'm not going to say that it doesn't. It's not my immediate first thought. It's not my, it's not the status quo in my head. Whereas with the Brony fandom, that is the status quo. anytime anyone who was known to be a brony ends up apparently grooming some kid, it's like I am not surprised. As someone who was a minor during the peak of the show, I am not surprised in the slightest. Looking back, there were people who said that I sounded rather mature when I would play like a ton of Trouble in Terrorist Town on Gary's mod. And that, looking back, that like over 10 years ago now, and it's like, that sounds rather creepy. Imagine that 20 times fold in the LP fandom. It happened more than once, where people were certainly sounding rather creepy. Thankfully, I'm a man. I was almost about to say that, which is correct still, actually. Oh, I didn't sort my instant portrait. Fuck. Okay, so that was something that we didn't do last time then. Damn it. But that's my thought process. Like, and I always think I don't need to name names, because anyone could then just think of a different name and probably be correct, and that's horrible. Alright, we're in! And there's a frog! Someone's a frog! El Bacco is a frog! Look at that! Look at that! That's a frog! Someone's got the full sky ready. We're Alliance C, and we've got a shielder. Thank fuck for that. No, El Bacco looks to have died in the portrait. No. So we've got a Marauder, a Scholar. Where the fuck is my El Bacco's on Marauder. Find some gone. I've noticed we've got two bards on our team. Alliance C has two bards. That's not necessarily good. We've got a Viper as well. That's nice. I've always played the two anyway. And then we've got a Dancer in Black. So, okay, one magical, DPS, that's fine, but we've also ended up with, basically, with free ranged physical. That's not really the best option to me. I would prefer having at least one melee, maybe a melee one. Just a thought process. Anyway, the Angler menu. I'm not sure if we did that right. Oh, that's level 100. Slightest. Yeah. And where the hand goes. Out of the sight. I've doomed myself. I've doomed myself. So, with Doom, you auto die. Right, okay. So, yeah, I think I'll acquire it. So that was an unfortunate situation. Why have I not lucid dreamed? I'd rather not not be standing in death as well as bloody doom. You know? I don't actually know what this stuff does. But hey, as long as we're killing the boss and we win, I guess that's perfectly acceptable. We've got our first stage of Limit Break now. Oh. I did it right that time. Ah, crap. Well, I better get ready to cast waves. Oh. They handled it. Never mind. They handled it fine. The other healers fucking booked me for fast. Right, I'm all going this way, and we get treasure, copper, seed, naming, and healing. I'll just need on it so I can get glamour. Yeah, automatic. Woohoo! Actually, is it better than what I had? Oh, actually was. Sweet! Oh, I was wearing Shito pants as well. Queen Psyche. Another enemy for us to fight. And they were going for Agent Flare, but they got stopped. A forbidden gate groans to open, killed in oh shit. They opened a coffer and Sam's closed. So yes, a clone of sand. How lovely. But we did it, we beat Sam's clone. Lovely stuff. Sphere of the Voiceless. What's that mean? Look out everyone, it's a 5-headed dragon. Which means it's unable, which means we can't do as much with a lot of our elements of cards. Oh, so 5,000 attack and defense. But that's enough of the Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Hey, look, it's a Graha person. I wonder if that means they're actually a cat. If they look remotely like Graha tier, then Dragonfire Fly. Oops, somebody's got a stack mark on them. Oh. So there's now several heads. They're all getting a bit of health rise now. In hopes that this coordinates actually doesn't matter. Oh, I was nowhere near close. I was not paying attention. Oh, god damn it! Right, maybe people will be standing near to me this time. I just want to make sure people are being killed. No. Dragon inhales! This way. Why did they choose to stand in an attack, for God's sake? Fiery attack. There we go. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Casting. I'll just green on it. Scouting. I'll just green on it. Fuck it. There. Wait. Does the Black Mage not need it? Oh well. And yeah, the scouting piece, it goes, like, there's very people all that would be going for it. Right, okay, so yeah, we head this way. Oh, someone not of my alliance is headed this way. They are choosing to look like similar to Graha actually. Well, the warring outpost is quite simple. I have been devoured. Yeah. Oh, god damn it! Platform. Platform. Oh. We did it! The wormhole generator runs to life as we make it to the next fight, where we've got to fight in the Spirit of the Ravenous. It's a thing with 3 heads. I believe it's called Dogu. Yeah, that's the name. Whoa, Dogu. It's not my name. It's Cerberus. Oh, as per usual, Cerberus is a big doggo and 3 heads and it's adorable. Look, standing in that. And Cerberus has now broken its chains. It's coming out of its cage and it's doing just fine. Gotta be down before I let it out. While I meanwhile sing Killers a whole bunch. Slabber! There we go. Someone went in. Someone's dead. That's because that's not what we do. Yeah, multiple people have jumped in and have forgotten that that's not what you do. There's a reason why someone plays yeah, the slabber, no. Don't do it. Although, we know that there are people who have gone in there. Oh, and our helmet is in our collection. I tried to get out of the way. I didn't. Still put. What would do? What would do? Make us a little bit. animation. Oh goody, hysteria! No, 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 no. I'm hysteric. Help! I can't control my movements. Someone help me. There we go. We regained our movement. Again, I'm just standing back. If we do this. I just noticed this. We've got a Graha Seeker and a Moon Chaser. Huh. Bending, whatever, aiming. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's aiming that. That's free off. I said scouting earlier. No, that's just the Viper. The Viper gets that one. Easy. And so we've made it! Welcome to the final area. The world of darkness spawns in. I'm over the mind head over here. Well, my rest of my alliance seem to have gone. But yeah, this arena is based off of that. I don't see no weather check. Hello, cloud of darkness! Oh. Right, actually press the buttons. Yes. Oh. For fuck's sake. Anyone got any better ideas on how to live? Quite a myriad of dark-related attacks. Our job as a hero is just to simply kill. I'm noticing that some of the enemy stuff is consuming the bottom here. So as long as our dark mage isn't, as long as my black mage is not being an idiot, we should be fine. There are not people going for the lead. Helping. So yeah, Cloud Armor's actually probably not so bad actually. We've done quite a good one of it actually, which is quite nice. You know, sometimes you just get really we did good. So, Oh wait, yeah, no, that's hyper charge. Maybe deal with them while we can. It might be a little low on the DPS. Yeah. Oh, I dropped the top. And someone wants to get to utilize the limit way. Yeah, we did it! Let the sun shine in as the cloud of darkness dies horribly. Haha, yippee! We did it! Yeah! Player commendation. Also, we got loot! Scouting pass, defending pass, aiming pass, healing need. Oh, only a 13. Alright, healing covered on it. Oh, only a 29. And I'll pass these. Oh, I needed on one by accident. Oops. Well, we got any of them. I'll just stand over here waiting. We'll just look. I'll just wait. Because if we get Puff of Darkness, then that's kind of as I'm competing with as the only one who's competing, I'm only competing with the other one, and if they don't want it, then hey, that's what I didn't get that, and they got it. Fair enough. Hey, free play commendations! I would argue the Skull did a good job as well. Shielding just helps keep the white mage from having to do everything. That's my logic. Or astrology. My hands are incredibly sweaty today. It has been humid as hell as well, by the way. So it's just like, Graha makes it to here to be with us for the cutscene. Where the seven hells are they? For them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Well, I mean, at least we've stopped it. Doga! Une! Can you hear me? Nero! Now, this ain't Devil May Cry. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? I believe that's near where we found. Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Thank the 12! Are you alright? As all right as can be expected, Une has simply passed out. Oh, okay, that's not too bad then. Nero, by the gods! What's happened to you? He's got in the case of the purple. Alas, his wounds were too deep, allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at the eighth of his very form. But that we could have protected him. Cloud of Darkness was bound by Sands and the Holy Covenant to bring prosperity to Allergen royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this foul does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisons us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Yay! Nero is being a good guy. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea. Simply couldn't let harm before you here. Ulterior motives. No, we'll let it slide, because it meant that he did a good thing for us. That is how it works, right? We'll forgive, because... Yeah. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Yep, us too. We're here. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. I shouldn't have called away the 23 other twats, no! Mortals! You have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath! Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal! I will smother your light, and entomb your bones amongst my shadows! Oh goody! We're going to die now. Pardon me. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold our form, mayhap we can sever Sans covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Chris, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness! You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. So, when are they going to say all control? There's actually oh! Damn you, plot armor! Should be what we're hearing from the clouds of darkness. Yeah, exactly. What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from San's blood. Damn it! And here I was thinking I could kill you. Yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, flip table. Graha Tia, you are possessed of royal blood. That's why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited, Graha. You've been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. A dreadful time would consume all of Alag that was. A man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. Come on, Sand himself. Maybe a different clone, similar to these two. Who knows. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye speaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. Ah, hope. Always around. But how shall I use this light? Pray tell me! We must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but inferior, they will bolster the Ajin presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Alag. Our part in this journey is to bury Sand's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Yune and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. That's all we go. I doubt we've returned here ever. But then again, they're just walking references to characters from Final Fantasy III, unlike Graha, who isn't. So, you know. I feel like if there's any way it's based off of other Final Fantasy games in the game, any characters that have namesakes of it, it's like, yeah, chances are I'm not seeing them elsewhere because they're specifically for the raid. He's now got 2 red eyes. Well, I mean, hey, if it works. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we cannot live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. Ah, nothing. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. He's Nero, for fuck's sake. Doga, Yune, thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Chris, Nero, let us quit this place. Pardon me. You shall not escape me, impudent child of light! Man, she is a poor shot. Either that or she's trying to specifically aim for where Graha isn't. Who knows. But hopefully we escape, because there is a whole rest of the video game for us to play. No, you shall not escape us. Here Sun's bloodstained dreams of glory end. Drat! They've put their hands out! No! There! The glint of light! Oh, meanwhile, in the bit between Simulator Twilight Town and World That Never Was, like, that's what it looks like. Just have some nobodies fighting us, and then Axel just blows up because of it. It grows faint, then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! I'm running as fast as I can, and Nero is slumping about. Fuck. I couldn't even die like Axel. Nero, no! You must move! Leave me! I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of a lag. I am Nero Tolskaver, man who'll yet outdo Alec and Garland. He still definitely wants to do that. That was what you hoped to... the migraines. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Alright, okay, yeah, fair enough. Go, damn you! We should skedaddle. I have no hard feelings on Nero, but thanks for keeping, Doga safe so they could do what they needed to do. That was good on you, Nero. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. Hey, he broke the thing. But how did... So those damn clothes did it after all. I've done a good job. Now, onwards! Ah! Nero just going, ah! Sid! You owe me, Nero. Well, the hells I do. Sid's gonna hang that one over Nero's head for a while. You know what? Nero being around occasionally isn't the worst thing ever. As long as he doesn't get up to anything evil. You're not doing anything evil, are you, Nero? No, definitely not. Hides the evil thing behind the corner. You are returned unharmed. Thank the gods. Nice to see you again, Rambros. When that fight gate started to close, I never felt so powerless in all my life. Oh, poor Wedge. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open. And then the chief's son actually went and dived in. What if you all said... Where are Yuna and Doga? They're not... Well, you see, they stayed there so we could live. They're kind of imperative. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. But we who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. Darn. That's not true, my friend. Yuna and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Graha, yes! I can see it in your eyes. Good! Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. Hooray! The way Biggs is just like, hooray! Oh! I just break my TV remote, I don't know. Just, hooray! Woo! Woo! Wee! I understand your instinct, Rambos, but please, give us a moment to rest. I'm weary to the bone. Nero and Chris are both emerged from Long Bow. Nero just like, the ghoul of this! Probably am a little tired, actually. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell. I'm prepared to St. Coin Arch's find. Oh, my nose. Fuck. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness quest. At least 23 other people could say otherwise. But that I could have been more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Yune's blood. But you are you, Graha, at the end of the day. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something's come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There was something small I would do before I return. Alright, fair enough. Could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Chris. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. Oh no, he's going to regenerate into a previous person we've seen in the game. No! Oh, I actually have now spawned things. Well, anyways, please pray ignore me. A wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. It is warm in here. Right, okay. I'm just gonna quickly go and grab a tissue. Okay, that was quite okay, I was smart. I went and grabbed toilet paper instead. To wipe my nose and oh god, I needed to do that. Right, okay. So, yeah, let's... Sweet, Cloud Diner's coming. We got that no matter what. Hooray! Oh yeah, we didn't get the gift. Damn it! Yeah, pardon me. Well, anyway, let us ride as we walk past a void spider. Black mage. Filthy black mages. Anyways, potential racist undertones aside, let us make way back to St. Coinarch's find. For the world of darkness has been cleared. Hooray! Which means we're almost done. Well, we're nearly done with the Crystal Tower. So, you know. Like, we would have been done, like, a good however many days ago it's been since the previous one, so, you know. Ambrose! I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Chris. And for the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Indeed we have. Rest if you will, and let us free ourselves from the spectre of the allergens. And the light of hope, which nets us a allergen catalyst. Dubbed a god in the machina by those who first discovered it, modern scholars have yet to discover not only what the catalytic agent contains, but exactly how it functions, and so any of the substances required to strengthen the properties of certain materials. And with a look of finality upon him, Ambrose seems intent upon sealing the Crystal Tower once and for all. Yep, I will never go to the Crystal Tower again. I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. Oh, okay. Let's regale what we did. I guess we need to close the book on everything. Naturally. So the allergen eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. Yeah, of course he gets to be a fucking king. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via agent technology. But who imbued his family with the blood? And for what purpose? Aliens! Mayhap all this was fate. From discovering the tower to Graha gaining Yune and Doga's blood. Someone's very mean. The twists of fate that they love to do, eh? Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Chris, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower? I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! "'Tis Graha Tirsa! He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out." "What? Why would he do such a thing?" "I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. Suppose it's possible you told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let's go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of all this queer business. Hey, now, let's not be too hasty. Let's not Russell T. Davis this. Actually, I'm hanging over his head now. Fuck them all. Master Golonquist, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Maybe he thinks that one of us lot would go, no, Graha, don't do it. To him in a deadpan tone, or just me reading it out in a deadpan tone. When if there's voice acting, it'd be more emotive. Graha, no, don't do it. And it would be like, but I must, or something. I don't know. Anyway, let us head back into the Crystal Tower location of the 8 Sentinels, because we still have access to this area. It's not like the area disapparates. Although that would be certainly a thing, just like, oh, technically you don't need the area to access the raids, because they'll be in the Duty Finder anyway. But yes, if we ever do raid, the roulette that's for the raids, we will get one of these free guaranteed all the time, even if we unlock other ones, because the chances of us getting them is the highest. What in the world was Graha thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you'd want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I am certain of it. Well, let's go and at least try to figure out what the fuck Graha's up to by heading over to the tower. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. Hey, Graha. So you are of mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No. My apologies, but I cannot. Oh, okay. I guess we'll leave then. Come, man! What is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Yune and Durga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish that I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Sans calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, built to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the agents. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to yours here now. We would need technology as advanced as Alex to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hell, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someday to reach the same heights of Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. What if I do as Armand did, put the tower into a deep sleep? Then I guess we wouldn't have to worry about it. What? My throat fucking hell. What? You cannot mean that! I think he does, Sid. I think he does. I am deadly serious, Sid. Oh, the deadly variety of seriousness. By God. The tower may only be used once men rival the Allergens in knowledge. I will slumber within Cypress Tower until then, to greet those of the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But your lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Oh, very well then. Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. But we'll catch up with Alec, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking Graha, then you're in for a rude awakening. Oh god, neckbreaker! God damn it, wait, rude! You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us for our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. 12 keep you till then, members. Look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Crest. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recording so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. Shut behind Graha. And seeing as he's the only one that can actually open the gate, yeah, he's in there. Well, this is the closest to where I can't even jokingly go, and we'll never see him again. Because at this present moment, that is actually legit impossible. I'm trying to keep spoilers away. Because, you know, like, I recommend don't look up Graha on Google, because you will get spoilers for his... He does appear in the future. He does appear in the future. As to in what form of the future, I don't recall entirely off the top of my head. Yeah, no, I don't recall. But I know I've seen him in some of the cinematics for, like the opening cinematic stuff, like Endwalker and whatnot, so that means he does exist in some form outside the Crystal Tower. My memories of the story have grows thinner and thinner the further we get. But that probably won't be true to form until like Stormblood, so, you know. The Crystal Tower slumbers again then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. Alright, well, Nero's off to do his own thing, as per usual. But he still has the thing, so that's good. Or bad, actually. It could be horrible for us, actually, depending on how Nero utilises it. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. Maybe we'll see him in the next 24-man raid stuff. Oh. He doesn't care about that anymore. A new dawn has come for me. Looking forward is a thing to do. That's for sure. That's sending a signal. Alright, okay, so when does Garlemald learn of this place? I'll see you in Stormblood potentially then on that one? I don't know. But anyways, with that, we now just have to head back to Ambrose. Back at St. Conocci's Point. And then with that, we'll be done with the quest line. Unless there's an extra quest that has nothing else to do with the thing. That's wrapped, because this is wrapped up all very conclusively at this point, so, you know. Just one of the random raids in Stormblood should end up being like, oh yeah, by the way, the Crystal Tower just blew up. Wait, what? that would be funny. It would be funny to me, at the very least. My god, we're gonna hit level 60. Hold on, I need to go and buy a copy of Shadowbringers quickly so I can become a dancer. Oh, Gunbreaker. Yeah, pardon me. You've just missed Sid, Chris. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. Ah, darn. This is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Conarch's find has become for our friend's departure, we must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we laboured for a brighter future, led by Graha's beacon. Sitting in the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. I believe it will if I choose the level summoner, kind of summoner, and then doing the whole summoner stuff. But we have done it! We've completed the Crystal Tower Quest series, West World Champion for the main scenario, which is the Great Divide currently, and many other adventures await us. And we get the achievement Out of the Dark, so yeah. And we get the New Game Plus, so we can go through it again on our own leisure at any time we desire to. We do get Elf the Silver Lining out of it, so that's cool. So yeah, that's nice. So yeah, this was all meant to be one stream originally. Hey, I got the white. Oh yeah, because Trust the Hill. I should remember that. But yeah, we are now of the Silver Lining. We have now done the Crystal Tower. I'll give Rambrose a hug farewell. As we leave. As much as I would love to carry on playing, my throat and my nose are both trying to commit homicide, so or suicide potentially even. So we'll fly on over into Mordona for now. We're actually not too far off from level 60. Oh. But yeah. Where am I? Do I have a sick command? So yeah, we'll sit on this bench. So yeah. I hope anyone who watched this has enjoyed the two-parter that is the Crystal Tower raids. If you have enjoyed them, then hey, you can always check out the other stuff on the channel if you want to. Like I did a stream of GTA 5 earlier today. So, you know, you can check that out if you want to. And of course, any of the other parts of the Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or anything else I haven't have done in recent times, or ever, actually, that's on the channel. So, you know, you can always check that stuff out. I'm not gonna badger people too much about it. Once you watch it, don't, you know. So that's all the outro stuff. I gotta say, I do like what we've got on ourselves at the moment, but next time in Final Fantasy XIV, we will. I think what I've had to redraw the Ramu thumbnail. Fun fact on that one. So. Because apparently I've left those pictures on an SSD I physically can't remove from the broken computer. So that's fun. But next time we will pick up the quest, The Great Divide. I'll make some kind of Breaking Benjamin reference as I do. And then I'll proceed to then moan about someone in AEW besmirching the name of Chris's music taste. And that is that's a cool mount. Where do you get that mount? I'm gonna have to. I want to look that up, but I don't want to put. And someone's running a griffin up there. Yeah, they might be a monk. I think the Heavensward monk quests have involvement and stuff up there. Okay, so yeah, my throat's going to die now. So yeah, until next time.